Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westie here, and I wanted to talk about 4 main ways that inflammation can actually cause weight gain in your system. I had a lot of questions on this after the last video I did, so I'm going to deep dive here a little bit. If you have more questions about this after I go through a lot of these things, let me know. You can always comment below this video, send me a message privately, that type of thing. But one of the best ways to get more information is actually getting on the wait list for the next 12-week challenge, which I'm going to put in the comments right now here so you guys can make sure that you are on the wait list. We only take so many people in the 12-week challenge. So I want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity. And you get the link by getting on the wait list. Yes. So, all right. That is listed there. This is being weird for a second. Okay, but we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk all about how to really target the inflammation here, because these main areas can be really frustrating. If you feel like you've done everything, like I'm doing all this stuff, I'm trying all these things and nothing's really happening and I'm not sure what to do next, or I can't really figure this out. What the heck is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you, right? You might just be focused on calories in, calories out, all those things, and it's not about that. It's not about that, not at all. Nope. So when we talk about inflammation causing weight gain, this is really regarding fat cells. And what we forget about fat cells is that they're very dynamic. They're very dynamic and they provide a specific purpose in the body. They're not just like, oh, I gained fat because I'm eating too much. You will gain fat because your body's responding to something. And what is it responding to? What is it responding to? So it can be related to your gut. Now, if you have gut issues, and sometimes people may think, well, it's not that bad. My stomach doesn't hurt a ton. I'm okay. It's not terrible. Okay, but the bacterial imbalance in your digestive system can be causing weight gain. There are specific bacteria that we can look at that actually show, oh, you know what? This is going to cause you specifically to gain weight. Yeah. Certain bacterial imbalances in your system that you can measure through a stool test or other things like that, that will cause you to gain weight. And at the same time, these bacteria, not only are they causing you to gain weight, they will also contribute to insulin resistance. Now, sometimes it's tough to say, oh, insulin resistance, you have issues with your blood sugars, trouble maintaining blood sugar levels, you get hungry, you have cravings, all this stuff. What is it? It can be more than one thing. It can be your hormones. It can be, things like PCOS. It can be stress, a lot of that stuff, as well as gut bacteria contributing to insulin resistance. So fun. So fun. What? Come on. I know. But that's a big one right here, gut. Your tissues overall. So if you are somebody who's killing themselves at the gym, trying to go work out all the time, making sure you're burning this many calories, making sure you're like kicking your butt in these workouts and being like, oh, I have to sweat this much, otherwise I'm not burning as much, all those things. This is related to your tissues, like your muscle tissue. Muscle, they say like muscle burns fat. Muscle burns energy. Where is it getting that energy from, right? Because if your body is shutting down the ability to target energy in fat cells, which it can do, it's very adaptable, right? It can do that. So if your body's shutting down your ability to target fat cells, it's going to try and burn up nutrients or tissues somewhere else if it can't target the fat tissue. Yeah. How do we know if it's targeting fat tissue? How do we know if, some of these things? Well, this is why we do a Dutch test. We are looking at your comprehensive hormones. We check your cortisol, your adrenal levels, all that stuff. And that can tell me if your system is even close to a point where it would be, burning fat or not. When I go over these, and you get one of these in the 12-week challenge. So again, get on the wait list, which is in the comments, but I go over these all the time, and I'll go over a report, which I just went over the other day. I remember going over one with a gal, and she was like, yep, I've been doing this and this. I've been working out with a trainer. I've been super clean on my diet, and the scale has not budged. I still am exhausted. I'm having all these problems, blah, blah, blah. What the heck? And when I looked at her levels, I was like, yeah, you're not even close to burning fat. There's no way. And she was like, well, what the heck am I doing at the gym all the time? I don't know. I mean, it's not that it's bad to work out, but it's unfair to expect that to give you the results when this is going on, because your body's not able to target the fat. It can't. So what that leads to is nutrient depletion. Nutrient depletion, and specifically, besides other nutrients, proteins, sugars, all that other stuff that's supposed to be in your muscle tissue, things like that, it actually will increase the oxygen consumption in your muscle tissue. That doesn't sound good. It's not good. It's not good because that leads to oxygen depletion. When you have other oxygen depletion, right, and you have this for a long enough period of time, it can impact your hair, your skin, your nails, right? It can impact your overall vibrance, how well your digestive system functions, how well your body heals from a cut or something like that. It impacts literally everything. And of course, it will not let you target fat tissue for energy. I know. It gets better. It gets better. Just wait. Toxins. Oh, I got so excited that I kind of erased this. Sorry. Toxins. Toxins get stored in fat cells. Again, your fat cells are very dynamic. So I have my two books are the Female Fat Solution and the Female Menopause Solution. These are on Amazon, talking all about how to eat for your hormones in your cycle and when your body goes through menopause, when your hormones change. And I remember when I was first writing my books, I wanted to include like 2 chapters on fat cells. And my editor was like, no one wants to read that. But I wanted to talk about it because of how dynamic fat cells are, how important they are in the function that they serve your body. And one of them is reacting to other toxins. These can be environmental toxins, chemicals that you're exposed to, stress toxins, right? A lot of other things that happen within our systems if your body's not detoxing properly, which some people do or don't. How would I know? Right? Dutch test tells us that. Then it holds those toxins in your fat cells. And then, just like we talked about, how well can your body target those fat cells for energy? No. So you're not going to be able to get to a fat burning place. I don't care how long you're spending on a treadmill. I don't care how hard you're working out. Your body will not allow it to happen. It just won't. It says this is not efficient. This is not an efficient use of our energy and our time. You have to target decreasing inflammation in your system first, and then your system can shift over. So this is where your metabolism is not working because you have too many toxins stored in your system. So you have to work on flushing that out, and then you can restart your metabolism, which is what we do in the 12-week challenge. And then the last one here I want to talk about is genetics. So pro-inflammatory fat. And if you're like, oh my gosh, how do I know if I have that? There's a genetic test for it. You can be genetically predisposed to having this pro-inflammatory fat, meaning anything that increases inflammation in your system, boom, there it goes. Like you can gain weight super easy. And it's a bear to get weight off. And you're like, what am I doing? Nothing is working for me. Nothing is happening for me. What the heck is wrong with me? Nothing. You can just be genetically predisposed. So this is the genetic test that we do is called 3x4 genetics. And it is a fantastic test that tests for a lot of different things. But one of the things it tests for is energy overview. So this is an example of it. This is the pro-inflammatory fat here. And here's a depiction of all the fat, the inflammation. The inflammation is the little black dots around the fat cells there. These are fat cells. They're like balloons that blow up. But the inflammation causes you to store more in your fat cells. Yeah. You store more inflamed fat tissue, which means you don't burn it. So this is like, well, I was working really hard, or yes, I was stressed out, or yep, I had some gut issues, or I definitely was exposed to some toxins, so I put on this fat. And now I can't take it off. I can't take it off. Yeah, because your body is reacting to pro-inflammatory fat. And genetically, this is how it works for you. So knowing that information, going into any type of, dietary change or health change to be like, I really want to get a healthier body. I want to get better results and I want to keep them. You would know then that really the calorie in, calorie out point is not the first thing to tackle. It's not first on the list. The inflammation is the first thing on the list because if you can get that inflammation down, then your body responds. And there's specific things that we have to do to get the inflammation down, right? It's not just like, oh, I take turmeric. It gets rid of inflammation. Okay. But if you have a lot of this going on and you have a lot of this and this and this, just taking a turmeric supplement doesn't necessarily target it specifically, right? Kind of have to do a lot more things. Really hit it with the 1-2 punch to get yourself on the other side of it, to get yourself on the other side of that inflammation, to actually have your metabolism work. Because at this point, when you have a lot of these things going on, and like you can have more than one, your metabolism is shut off. Just, it's powered down. It's not working for you. So we have to clear these things out, take care of these issues, and then restart your metabolism to get it going. So that's what I got for you guys today. Please let me know if you have any other questions on this or you want me to do a deep dive. Again, a lot of the, videos that I do come from questions that you guys have. So again, anything else that you need, let me know. But there are a lot more resources I have online. Again, my books are on Amazon. And then my podcast is called The Female Health Solution. My YouTube channel is called Dr. Beth Westie. You can subscribe to stay updated on all the videos I have coming out. And I also have tinctures for your hormones and cycle to help your hormones balance, especially if you have a lot of inflammation and that throws off your cycle or ovulation. These are fantastic. So that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know if you need anything else. And again, remember, get on the wait list. You will get a Dutch test as part of the 12-week challenge. That is included for everyone. And if you are looking for a genetic test as well, you can send me a message and we can get you hooked up with a genetic test. And the cool thing about the genetic test is that you only take one, like for your life. Like if you took one this year and took one next year, it'd be the same. Yes. So let me know if you need anything else. Otherwise, I will see you guys later.